There is a quiet expectation you carry, even if you never say it out loud, that your life matters, that what you feel, what you do, what you go through is somehow recognized on a larger scale. It does not have to be grand or dramatic, but it feels like it should count for something. You notice it in small moments. When something goes wrong, there is a subtle question beneath the frustration. Why is this happening? Not just as a search for cause, but as a search for meaning. As if events should make sense beyond mechanics. As if there should be a reason that connects everything together. And when something goes right, the feeling shifts. There is a quiet satisfaction, not only because of the outcome, but because it feels alive. As though the world briefly agreed with you, as though things unfolded the way they were supposed to, this expectation runs deeper than logic. You do not consciously decide that life should have meaning. You feel it. It shapes how you interpret everything. Success feels like progress towards something. Failure feels like deviation. Even randomness is uncomfortable because it resists explanation. So you look for patterns. You build narratives. You connect events across time and call it a story. Your story a sequence that feels purposeful, even when it is unclear where it leads. It is not just about understanding what happens. It is about believing that it matters. This belief is woven into how you experience the world. You assume that your actions carry weight beyond the immediate moment. That choices ripple outward. That existence is not neutral, but somehow significant. And this does not stop at your own life. You extend it outward. You imagine that the universe itself must have some structure of meaning, maybe not obvious, maybe not simple, but present. Something underlying everything, giving direction, holding it all together. Because without that, something feels missing. If there is no meaning, then events are just events. Outcomes are just outcomes. There is no deeper reason why anything happens, beyond the processes that produce it. And that idea feels incomplete, almost unacceptable. So instead, you assume there is more. Even if you cannot define it clearly, you feel it must exist. A hidden order, a purpose, something that connects your experience to a larger context. It is not something you observe directly, it is something you expect. You do not see meaning in the same way you see objects or motion. You interpret meaning, you assign it. You search for it in patterns and outcomes. And when you find something that feels coherent, you accept it as real. The expectation comes first. The explanation follows, which raises a quiet but important question. If your sense that life should matter comes from within you, rather than from something you directly observe, then where does that leave the idea that the universe itself provides meaning? Because the feeling is strong, it shapes everything you do, but feeling something does not guarantee that it exists outside of you. And if meaning is something you bring into the world, rather than something the world gives back, then the relationship between you and the universe may not be what it seems. That realization does not arrive all at once. It begins as a small shift, a slight tension between what you expect and what you can actually confirm. At first, it is easy to ignore, but once it appears, it does not disappear. Step outside at night and look up. The sky stretches outward, vast and indifferent. Stars burn, galaxies drift, light travels for millions of years without direction or intention. It feels awe-inspiring, almost sacred. But notice what is missing. Nothing out there is aware of you. The universe does not pause when you struggle. It does not respond when you succeed. It does not adjust itself to your hopes, your fears, or your sense of meaning. It simply continues process after process, event after event, without recognition. This is the contrast that begins to settle in. You expect the world to hold significance, but the universe operates without any reference to that expectation. Stars form because gravity pulls matter together. They explode because physical conditions demand it. Planets orbit, particles interact, systems evolve, all following patterns, not purposes. There is no signal being sent back to you. When something painful happens, the universe does not acknowledge it. There is no reaction, no judgment, no hidden intention guiding the outcome. The event unfolds, and that is all. The same is true for moments of joy. They feel meaningful to you, but nothing in the fabric of reality marks them as special. It is not hostile. It is not cruel. It is simply silent. That silence is easy to overlook because your mind fills it. You interpret events, assign reasons, connect outcomes to meaning, but beneath those interpretations, the underlying processes remain unchanged. They do not care whether you understand them or not. Consider how natural it feels to ask why in a deeper sense. Why did this happen to me? Why did things turn out this way? But the universe does not answer that question in the way you expect. It provides causes, not meanings, mechanisms, not intentions. The distinction matters. A cause explains how something happens. Meaning explains why it matters. The universe offers the first, not the second. And yet everything you experience is filtered through that second layer. You do not just see events, you feel their significance. You measure them against your expectations, your desires, your sense of what should be. But the universe does not share that framework. It does not evaluate outcomes. It does not prefer one result over another from its perspective. If it could be said to have one everything that happens is simply part of what happens. This is where the tension deepens, because you are part of the universe, yet your experience is filled with meaning, while the processes that produce you are not. You feel significance in a system that does not generate it on its own. And that creates a quiet contradiction. You are searching for something that the universe does not provide, not because it is withholding it, but because it does not operate on that level at all. And once that idea becomes clear, the question shifts. If the universe does not care, then why does that feel so difficult to accept? The discomfort does not come from the universe itself. It comes from the gap between what you expect and what you find. You carry an assumption that existence should recognize you in some way, that your experiences should connect to something larger, something that acknowledges their importance. When that expectation meets silence, it does not feel neutral, it feels wrong. Notice how quickly your mind reacts to indifference. When something matters to you and receives no response, it creates tension. You want alignment, you want confirmation. Even disagreement feels easier to accept than being ignored, because disagreement still implies recognition. Indifference does not. This reaction runs deep. It is not just about personal validation. It is tied to how you understand your place in reality. If the universe does not recognize anything you do, then your sense of significance has no external anchor. It becomes something you generate rather than something you discover. And that shift feels unstable. You are used to thinking that meaning exists out there, waiting to be found, that your life fits into a larger pattern that gives it direction. But if that pattern is not built into the universe, then the responsibility for meaning moves inward. It becomes something you create, whether you realize it or not. That realization can feel like a loss, because it removes the idea that there is a guaranteed purpose behind everything. Events stop feeling guided and start feeling contingent. Outcomes are no longer part of a plan. They are the result of processes unfolding without intention. And yet, the need for meaning does not disappear. You still care. You still interpret. You still search for coherence in what happens to you. That need is part of your cognitive structure. It shapes how you experience everything, regardless of whether the universe supports it. So the tension remains. On one side, a system that operates without purpose. On the other, a mind that continuously generates it. The two do not align, and that misalignment creates the feeling of unease. But look closely at where that feeling originates. It is not coming from the universe. It is coming from your expectation of what the universe should be. The discomfort is internal. It arises when your model of reality no longer fits what you observe. This does not make the feeling less real. It only clarifies its source, because once you recognize that the disturbance is rooted in expectation. Another question begins to form if the universe does not provide meaning, and the discomfort comes from your need for it. Then what exactly are you trying to protect when you resist that idea? If the universe offers no built-in meaning, then your sense of significance cannot come from it. And yet, you still care. You care about outcomes, about people, about moments that feel important. That caring does not fade just because the larger system remains indifferent. So where does it come from? It does not arrive from outside. It emerges within experience itself. The moment you feel something, joy, loss, curiosity, connection, it carries weight. Not because the universe assigns it, but because you do. The feeling is immediate. It does not wait for validation. It exists as part of your awareness. This is the contrast that begins to shift the perspective. You assumed meaning had to be discovered in the structure of reality. But what if meaning is not embedded in the universe, but generated by conscious experience, not as an illusion to dismiss, but as a function to recognize? Consider how naturally you respond to what you value. You do not calculate whether something matters before you care about it. The caring comes first. It shapes your decisions, your attention, your memory. It organizes your world from the inside. Even in a silent universe, that process continues. The absence of external meaning does not erase internal significance. It reveals its source. What feels important is not less real because it is generated within you. It is simply not dependent on something beyond you. This can feel unsettling at first because it removes the idea of a guaranteed framework. There is no external system ensuring that what you value will align with some larger purpose, but it also removes a constraint. You are not waiting for meaning to be confirmed. You are already producing it. Every time you choose, every time you notice, every time something matters to you, that significance is real within your experience. It does not need to be recognized by the universe to exist at that level. So the question changes. Instead of asking why the universe does not care, you begin to notice that you do. And that fact does not disappear just because the universe remains indifferent, which leads to a quieter realization. If caring exists within you, regardless of the universe, then meaning may not be something you lack. It may be something you are continuously creating. At first, the idea that the universe does not care feels heavy. It seems to remove something essential, as if meaning has been stripped away. But look at it from a different angle. If the universe does not impose meaning, then it also does not restrict it. Nothing is predetermined to matter. Nothing is forbidden from mattering. Instead of searching for a fixed purpose embedded in reality, you are free to recognize that significance is not assigned from outside. It emerges through your experience, your attention, your choices. The absence of imposed meaning does not create emptiness. It creates openness. You are not required to align with a predefined narrative. There is no external standard that defines what should be meaningful to you. The pressure to discover a hidden purpose begins to loosen because there is nothing waiting to be found in that way. What remains is what you bring to it. This does not make your experiences trivial. It makes them immediate. The value of a moment does not depend on whether the universe acknowledges it. It depends on how it is lived, how it is felt, how it shapes your actions. The same silence that once felt indifferent begins to feel neutral. And within that neutrality, there is space to choose what matters without needing confirmation, space to engage with life as it unfolds, not because it fits into a larger plan, because you are here to experience it. Even uncertainty becomes different without a fixed meaning imposed from outside. The future is not something you must decode. It is something that emerges through what you do, not guided by a hidden intention, but shaped by participation. You are not being carried toward a purpose defined elsewhere. You are part of the process that gives your experience direction. So when you return to the idea that the universe does not care, it no longer feels like a loss. It feels like a boundary that has been removed. Nothing above you is deciding what matters, which means the question is no longer about what the universe values. It becomes about what you do.